Hello and welcome to Spines and Covers. Today I'm going to be doing a slight July TBR, but it's more like a what books am I taking to Cuba with me, which is pretty much going to take up a lot of July. And if I don't read them while I'm on holiday, I will read them at the end of July. And you guys will just have to stick around for my July wrap up and August TBR to see what I actually did read. If you didn't know, I'm going to Cuba from the 4th to the 19th of July with my friend Immy and my dad. For those of you who've watched Life with Lee, you will know who Immy is because I've put her on the internet, even though she doesn't like me doing that. But she's in a lot of my videos. Best friend goals. I was just asking her what kind of book she was taking, how many she was taking, and I didn't really get a straight answer, but I also asked her if I should take all fantasy or all romance or a mixture of the two, and she told me to take enough to read fantasy one week and romance the next. And my brain imploded because I couldn't pick books, but I finally narrowed it down to 5 books that I'm going to take. They are all, I think, under 400 pages, which is great because I will be scuba diving and doing a lot of water sports while I'm in Cuba, so in my downtime I don't really want to be reading anything too heavy or too big. But these are the books that I'm taking with me and I just wanted to share them with you. I'm about to sneeze. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Bless me. I hate saying that because wasn't it like back in the olden days they used to say bless you because if you sneeze you're probably going to die. So I never say bless you to people. It's not because I'm rude, it's just because I don't want them to die. So, the first book I'm going to be taking with me is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, and you guys know I've been trying to read this book for a month and I just haven't got around to it yet. I've been trying to read this ever since I finished The Hunger Games on the 16th of June. But I read other books and The Maze Runner instead. I'll get around to it. This is going to be the book I read on the plane on the way there. I have a 10-hour flight, so I should definitely finish this. If I don't get too distracted by movies and annoying Immy. The second book I am taking with me is I'd Tell You I Love You, But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Ali Carter. This is the first book in the Gallagher Girls series. I have owned this book for so long. My best friend Mia has been telling me to read this since it came out because she has read them and she loves them and she always used to rave about them, and I've not read it yet. The next book I'm taking with me is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This was in my intimidating TBR tag, you guys know. It's under 300 pages I think, so I need to read it. It is a romancy, summery novel that I can take whilst I'm sunning myself by the beach, and I think it will be a good read for when I'm in Cuba. Hopefully I'm not too tired to read. I'm setting myself big goals here. The next book I have is Looking for Alaska by John Green. Yes, I still haven't read it yet, please don't kill me. Will my phone stop beeping? Who's Alice in Wonderland? I don't remember. Alice in Wonder Where the Hell I Am. Is that Anya for President? Oh, Prime Minister? I don't know. The UK's gone tits up since David Cameron jumped ship. Anya for President, guys. Prime Minister. Thing. I've been meaning to read this book for years. Oops, I'll get around to it. And the last book is The Emerald Atlas by John Stevens, and this is the first book in the Book of Beginnings trilogy. This book is so intriguing, and I want to start reading it now, but I need to read the last chapter of The Maze Runner and start reading Shiver. This is probably going to be one of the last books I read in July, which kind of annoys me because I've wanted to read this since I bought it, but there's so many books on my TBR list that I need to get through before I can get to this because of the order that I bought them in, or the order of excitement for the book kind of bumps it up a bit. This one has been bumped up 3 spaces in the past 2 weeks. My list is a bit scraggly, I need to readjust it because I write them all down on paper and then I move them up as I get more excited, or more like, oh, I could leave that one for another couple of weeks and then push it down the pile, so there's a lot of arrows everywhere, so I need to rewrite that out. But yes, I'm really excited for this book. I haven't told you what these books are about. Should I go back and do that? Werewolves. Because she wakes up surrounded by werewolves. I've watched so many of those first line of the book challenge, guess what book it is thing, that I know the first line of this book. Spy School. if I remember correctly. Yeah. School for geniuses, but it's really a school for spies. The summer she turned pretty? People just notice her more because she is pretty, I presume. Looking for a person, not the state or the place in America. Is it the state, Alaska? I don't know. Yeah, apparently it's a girl, not a state. Prophecies and children who are chosen. There's 3 of them. One who has to look after her younger siblings, one who's a book nerd, and a tiny little one. Yeah, it's about magic and stuff. I hope that was coherent. I'm sorry if I sound so bored, but I have a massive headache right now. That is it for today's video. Give it a like if you like. Follow me on Instagram. I've started using Instagram more lately, and I'm posting more about books. So if you want to know what book I'm reading and when, and what books I'm liking, and what books I bought before you see them on here in a haul, which I haven't done in a while because I have no money, then head on over to @LifeWithLee. Not that I'm going to be posting much on there between the 4th and the 19th because I don't have internet, but I'll spam you with holiday pics when I get back. Subscribe for more book madness, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Toodaloo. I need to learn how to wave. I can't wave. Goodbye. Watch out!